So first of all, I want to welcome you guys to this presentation tonight. This is Black Ops Underground Marketing, and we're presenting to you tonight instant PayPal commissions. The cool thing about this strategy, guys, is that you work today and you get paid today. Okay, it's not something that you have to wait for a month to get paid. I've been in programs before where I've had to wait as long as 3 months to get paid. And sometimes I was never paid. So I went out and made the money for the company, but then when it came time to pay me, they never paid me, right? And it's a big problem in our industry. Some companies never actually get into liftoff, and that is a problem when you've already done the work and they don't pay you your money. This is instant. The moment that you make a sale, you're going to get paid instantly to your PayPal account. Now that's me there, Darren Little. This is my business partner over in Manila, Ari Maccabee. And we're going to share with you how we went from zero to, in our very first 30 days, it was actually a little less than 30 days, we made $208,000 our very first month, right? There's the back office printouts. And we did it all without doing a single penny in paid advertising. That means we didn't buy traffic, we didn't do solo ads, we didn't do banners, we didn't do anything like that. It was all on Facebook using free marketing strategies that anybody can do, okay? Now, if you stick around to the end of the presentation, I'm going to give you a copy of my training manual valued at $197. And I will tell you that this will literally fast track your career by at least 3 to 5 years with this training manual. So you definitely want to stick around to the end to get a copy of that. Now, I want to share with you the biggest challenges that our industry has. The first thing is that people hate harassing their friends and family. And if you've been taught to make a list of your top 200 contacts, all the companies want to do is sell their products. What they don't care about is that you're going to literally leave a trail of carnage behind, and those people are going to pummel your dream down to nothing. And they're going to, the majority of them tell you to go fly a kite. In the event that they do buy your products, there's a high probability it's because they feel sorry for you, truth be known. So the people don't like getting rejected, and it's a huge problem. It literally cripples people because that's all that they've experienced. They talk about their business and they get rejected. We're going to share with you, there's another way to do our industry so that you never get rejected. Now, they also don't have any marketing budget to properly run their business. And people typically hire us, guys, just so you know, to become millionaires. And instead of thinking about making $10,000 a month, you should be actually thinking about spending $10,000 a month on your marketing campaign, right? When you really want to get to 7 figures and beyond. The other thing is that they don't have enough capital to be able to purchase their high ticket products. And those can range in price from $5,000 all the way up to as high as $100,000. And we're going to show you tonight why that model does not make any sense the way that they teach it. Also, they don't know how to generate leads to have a steady stream of qualified buyers looking at their business opportunity daily. And that's a huge problem if you don't have any leads. Now, even if I was to give you 20,000 leads, truth be known, you probably wouldn't know what to do to close or upsell those people to higher ticket products. And because of that, because you don't make any money and you can't share anything of value because you're not making money, typically you probably don't have any team duplication in your business. Now, people don't really know how to market to become the attractor factor because they don't understand that you truthfully on the front end, you don't market your primary business. You market to the pain of the market. That will get you qualified buyers by understanding the pain. And that's why I want you guys to understand these. This is a really important slide. Now, you're probably looking at that and say, you know what, that's me. right? I don't want to harass my friends and family. I hate getting rejected. I don't have a marketing budget or the capital. I don't know how to generate leads or close an upsell or to get team duplication. And I don't understand attraction marketing. Now, I want you to first of all understand what target marketing is. The blue area represents the North American population. The green area represents the personal development industry, and the pink area represents the home-based business industry. And you'll notice that it's a sliver within the personal development industry. So the truth be known, it's really about peak performance. It's really about leadership. And the majority of people that work 9-to-5 jobs in that type of mentality that are not on the path of personal development, they don't even qualify to be an entrepreneur. So it's very important that you understand that we're actually in the personal development industry. We're in a leadership business model. A lot of people don't know that when they start, but they find that out when they're about 90 days in, that if you want to make big money, if you want to become a 7-figure income earner, you got to have value and you got to step into leadership. Now, your real target market, the pink area represents the home-based business industry. It's a 97% failure rate, and only 3% of all the people that are in the home-based business industry actually have success. You think there might be a lot of leads there? What do you think? 97% of all the people that are already sold on our business model are failing, and they're failing miserably. How miserably, you might ask? Well, let me just share a little bit of data with you. When you probably recognize some of these companies on here, you know, Isogenics or Herbalife or Organo or Melaleuca, right? Primerica, Nu Skin, Amway, Nikin, Ambit, USANA. Did you know that only 0.1% of the entire industry earns more than $400 per month? Okay, the numbers are very, very low, guys. And why do we have so much success? Because we teach the 7-figure model so that people know exactly what we do, and then they just duplicate what we do. Now, here's what most people do, especially if you have high-ticket products. So this would be your primary business. So what do they tell you to do? They tell you to go all in. So people typically, what they do is they invest their own money, they max out their credit cards right there, or they use up their entire savings account and they max out their credit cards. So they have no money left for marketing at all. So what they don't realize, and what most people won't tell you, is without a mentor, it typically takes 2 to 4 years of a learning curve to learn free strategies. Okay, if you don't have a mentor that can teach you what to do step by step, you're kind of guessing. You're really guessing. You really don't know what's working. So you keep on making all these guesses, which can be very costly. Now, most companies have an auto ship. Plus, they want you to go to 4 events per year. And those events can cost anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000 per event, times by 4, times by 2 to 4 years, plus your primary business costs. You can see how this is a debt model. They're putting you into debt and then further and further and further into debt. So most people never even get here, unfortunately. And it really hurts us to see people that get kind of suckered into maxing out their credit cards and using up their entire savings account and being put down this rabbit hole and into a situation where on the verge of bankruptcy. This last year, I had dozens and dozens of calls from people anywhere from $60,000 to $108,000 in the hole, calling me saying, Darren, we're on the verge of bankruptcy. Can you help? Okay. Now, here's the difference. This is what the 7-figure income earners do. This is what the smart people do. They have something on the front end that is literally like their personal ATM machine. Okay. Now, these are products that typically will pay you the same day that you sell them. They could be JV Zoo products, they could be ClickBank products, or they're products where you obtain the reseller rights to the product, where you become the vendor, and now the moment that you make the sale, you get paid today. Okay, you work today, get paid today. And what we do is we show people how they can literally copy and paste their way to $1,000 daily commissions with this strategy. Now your business is going to now fund your high ticket products and your ad campaign. The business is going to be funding your event tickets and your airfare and your accommodations and your whole rollout of your campaign. So you don't have any risk of your own personal capital. The business is paying for it. This is the Robert Kiyosaki model. This is the Donald Trump model. It's called OPM, other people's money. Okay. So once you learn this strategy, like if you could do a business, and if you were like me in the first 5 days, I made over $24,000. Now the business actually has working capital. You see the difference here? Now I'm using the business's money to go get my high ticket products versus my credit card and my savings account. So what ends up happening once you learn this is you end up with not only multiple revenue streams, but you rise to the top of the leaderboards in whatever your primary business is, because you're learning the 7-figure strategy. You're actually building your list of qualified buyers for free at a profit on the front end. So you're targeting people that are already sold on our business model, and you're helping them to solve their pain first. And then secondary, you're marketing your primary business on the back end, not on the front end. It's a big mistake that people make in our industry, guys. Now, how do you make the biggest money in our industry? Well, truth be known, guys, I will share with you that if you really want to make the biggest money in our industry, it really comes from creating your own products, doing your own coaching and your own events. That's where the multiple 7-figure income earners, that's what they all do. Now, the challenge is that you need to gain a high level of knowledge and skills first before you would ever even be able to do that. And you really have to hone your skills and master your craft so that you can come up with products. You can't come up with products or do coaching and events when you don't have any success yourself, right? You will lose credibility. Like, who's going to want to buy your product if you can't even recruit any new reps yourself, right? Think about that, right? You would want to know that the person that you're following and purchasing their products has already mastered the skill themselves. Now, this takes a huge amount of time and also financial risk. And truthfully, there's no guarantees that you'll even be successful, even if you were to roll that strategy out. Now, so what's the answer? What's the answer? Well, the answer is to follow the 7-figure model. And what we typically do is we look for pre-made products that already have the funnels. They already have the marketing materials together, but they're things that specifically target the masses in any company, where you can purchase the reseller rights and then you make 100% of the sale of the product yourself as the vendor the same day. Now, when I say target any company, that means it doesn't matter if you're in weight loss, skincare, nutraceuticals, you might be in energy drinks, power. It doesn't matter what type of company or products that you're marketing. Whatever the thing that you market on the front end, it has to hit every one of those categories. Digital products, online products, network marketing, affiliate marketing. It has to go and hit all of them so that you can have the biggest amount of potential buyers. Now, this allows you to fund your entire marketing campaign, build your list of buyers for free and at a profit, and raise the money for your high ticket product purchases. And also, when you market these products on the front end, that's what allows you to get the biggest array of qualified buyers. So in other words, if I was going for weight loss and I went directly to weight loss, I've literally lost over 95% of all the other companies that aren't necessarily in a weight loss company, because they already figured that they have their ticket to the promised land, say with Prepaid Legal or with Amway. You see what I mean? But if I give them something of value first, I'm going to lasso the biggest amount of qualified buyers on the front end and then get an opportunity to give them value, to see me as a leader, which is what we teach and train our students. And that's why they have so much success so fast. So you want to market these products on the front end that hit mass market, and your primary business on the back end. That's really the key. Now, how do you hit mass market industry wide? It's really, really simple. You got to focus on two key areas in your business. The first one is personal development, right? Every single industry, every single company, really personal development, leadership, mindset training. That is the one core area that will hit every single one of the companies. And the other area is marketing strategies, whether it's Facebook strategies, Facebook Live, blogging strategies, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram. It doesn't matter what the strategies are, as long as you can show people how to solve their pain with the marketing strategies that you're teaching. So if you can find something that targets these two areas, you use that on the front end to get your biggest list of qualified buyers first, and then you're going to market your primary business on the back end, right? That gives you the biggest chance to, it's like casting the biggest fish net out into our industry of qualified buyers. Now, guys, we found that it's called the Genesis Educational Library, and it really targets those two specific areas that can target any business. So there's really 4 different product levels. There's $100, a $250, a $500, and a $1,000 levels for this program. And the higher packages include the lower product levels underneath. And I will tell you that from all of our testing, that 99% of the buyers actually get the $1,000 product because they want to make the $1,500, $250, and $100 commission. So when you have G1000, that includes all the products, okay? Now, I'm going to share with you the power of this, the power of this. The first thing that you do is you purchase the reseller rights for the products that you wish to market. Okay, that's step 1. So the G100, you pay $100 for the product, and then you pay $40 per year to have the reseller rights. The $250 product, you pay $250 plus $100 per year for the reseller rights. The G500, you pay $500 for the product plus $200 per year for the reseller rights. And this is the one that 99% of the people get, which is the G1000. You pay $1,000 for the product, and then you pay $299 per year for the reseller rights. The next thing you do is you really decide what commissions you want to earn and purchase that level of product and the reseller rights combo. So, you know, it's either 100, 250 would include the 100, 500 would include the 250 and the 100, and then the 1,000 would include the 500, 250, and 100. So obviously the higher packages include the lower product levels. And then you start marketing using our strategies, using the 7-figure model, and you make instant commissions directly to your PayPal account. And when you work today, you get paid today. Now, guys, I'm not going to really go deep into all of the products because the link right underneath this video will take you so that you can see the incredible amount of value in both personal development leadership and in marketing strategies. And there's a whole wide array of different things that these products offer, but the most amount of value that you're going to get, as you will see, is with our $1,000 G1000 product. Now, here's the power of this. This is called a You First compensation plan. So let's say that this is your sponsor that you're purchasing the product from, and that's you, right? And then you go out and you make your first sale. That actually is yours. Now, the power of that is that you get paid all of your money back that you just invested, and now you start building your business. Now, your second sale is what's called a qualifying sale, and that gets passed up to your sponsor. Now, once you do that, you're set up now to do the same thing. And I want you to show you the power of this because it's called an infinity second sale pass up. So now let's say that this is you and you just bring in your an affiliate, and that's their commission. They obviously get that. But now watch what happens. They're going to now send you a qualifying sale, and that's going to be as if you personally sponsored that person. So they just handed over that sale to you, and now they make their commission, and now you get the next qualifying sale, gets passed up, and now guess what happens? That's like you personally sponsored that person. So there they are, they make their commission, and now they pass up another one to you. This goes to infinity, guys. And that's just from one line. You can have as many lines as you want where you're helping your team grow, and it goes to infinity. There's no levels here. So as you're building and working with your team and providing them with leadership, you continually get these pass ups from your organization. And when those are $1,000 at a time, you can see how it would be possible by stepping into leadership, how myself and my business partner in our first 35 days made $240,000 with this program. And I'm telling you, once you get a few of these $1,000 commissions coming in, it will completely, totally change not only your mindset, but every aspect of your life as you know it. Now, I want to share with you a few of these just incredible testimonials from some of our students. This is Robbie Godsell. He started with us when he was 17 years old. His very first month in business, he had a $35,000 month. That is profit, just so you know. He didn't spend any money on paid marketing. This is Kim Justice. In her first 7 weeks, she was a part-timer. She was a fitness trainer. She made $16,000 in her first 7 weeks online. This is Michelle Tracy Anderson. She was a work-at-home mom. She's got a couple of boys. $10,000 her very first month working on a part-time basis, guys. That's the power of this. This is Jeff Lynn. His very first 5 weeks. Not only did he make $25,000 in his first 5 weeks, but he's now gone on to be a top producer in multiple different income streams. And he always rises to the top of the leaderboards. And now you see his name all the time, every time he rolls out something, because he implements the same formula that we taught him with the 7-figure model. Now, you're going to get a chance tonight to hear from Charlene Savage. Charlene, actually, when she came to us in the very beginning, guys, she was living on her credit cards, buying groceries and paying interest using her credit cards just to eat. She's a single mom with a son. Her very first month, she made $18,000. And in her very first year now, she just passed her first year with us, she made $175,000 in the bank, okay? And that's the power of this. Now, this next year, she'll probably do at least double that. There's a high probability, and that's when the income starts scaling up to higher levels. This is another great story. Jennifer Gabat, she was actually about $70,000 or $80,000 in the hole from following leaders that told her to upgrade and buy more traffic. And it wasn't until she got into the 7-figure mentoring and the Black Ops Underground marketing that she had her first $100,000 year online, right? And this has all just happened, guys. This is all data that we've generated from doing our test marketing with these strategies here since we rolled out this campaign. Billy was another one of these individuals that was told to upgrade and buy more traffic. And he used up his entire savings account. He maxed out every credit card that he had. He was actually washing cars just to make ends meet, to get a little bit of income to feed his family. His very first 12 months, $140,000 in the bank, guys, right? And he's now coming up with his own products. He's really stepped into full-time leadership and mentorship. And, his life will never be the same again. He'll never have to worry about money ever again. You're going to get a chance here tonight as well to hear from Jose and Jennifer. First year, $100,000. When they actually came to us, they had an eviction notice, 6 children, 2 days with no water. They were literally on the verge of being homeless. And within a 10-day period of time of being coachable, they made $5,400. They made another $8,000 right after that. They got a chance to get to a wedding where Jose was part of the wedding party, and he was worried he wasn't going to even be able to get there. Now imagine the stress that put on the family when he had to get to a wedding and he couldn't even get the tickets for the family to get there. First year, $100,000 from being on the verge of being homeless. So that gives you the idea of what can happen. This is another great story. Danny Joshi, when he came to me, was 23 years old. He was told to upgrade and buy more traffic as well. He's $50,000 in debt. In his very first year, he made $140,000, guys, in the bank, right? And now he's gone on to be able to do his own mentoring and his own coaching as well. And I think in the last couple of months, he made about $50,000. So it gives you an idea how the income starts to scale up as you get better and better at the strategies. Now, there's two things that you really must have to be successful in any business. I don't care if you got an offline business, if you're a realtor, mortgage broker, insurance agent in the automotive industry. If you do not have these two things, your company will go bankrupt, okay? I'm going to say this again. If you do not have these two things, your company will go bankrupt. Now, you have to have a steady stream of leads. Those are a steady stream of qualified buyers that want whatever it is that you're offering. Now, by us targeting people that are already sold on our business model, that gives you the widest net possible. Now, how do you do that? You do that by speaking to their pain and helping them to solve their problem. That's what generates a lead. And that's what you'll learn in detail in Millionaire Mentoring. The other thing is you need a steady stream of cash flow. You know, you can have a great concept or a great idea, but you have monthly expenses. And if you have an offline business, you typically have lease costs, you've got power and electricity, you've got rental costs, you've got inventory costs, you've got staff costs, marketing costs. If your business does not have a steady stream of cash flow, you will go under, okay? So steady stream of leads, steady stream of cash flow. And what's the secret to that? What is the secret to that, to learning that? I believe it's Millionaire Mentoring. And we literally have dozens and dozens of case studies of people that have gone from rags to riches because they were coachable. They just followed the bouncing ball. They just followed what we told them to do. They didn't try and reinvent the wheel. They didn't try and come up with a better way. And truthfully, the two things that you have to really surrender are your pride and your ego, and just be coachable, guys. Just be coachable. Now, so what I want to share with you is, what if we were to do this? What if we were to give you our 7-figure secrets from a combined 60 years in the industry? What would that mean for you if you could get the fast track to really understanding how to get to 7 figures and beyond? What if we were to teach you how to build a business without ever having to harass your friends and family? So in other words, all of the income that has been made by our students has been made through social media, where they have access to hundreds of millions of leads. There's never a shortage of leads, guys, once you understand the secret to use Facebook to be able to generate the specific type of buyer, right? A specific type of buyer for your business, okay? And it's typically people on the path of peak performance. We're also going to teach you how to never get rejected ever again. What would happen to your confidence and your self-esteem if you knew that it was impossible to ever get rejected once you know this little tiny secret? Also, we're going to teach you how to generate unlimited leads using social media. Literally, when I talk about unlimited leads, guys, I have one group on Facebook that has close to 5,200 people in it. It's a personal development group called Quantum Millionaire. And those are all qualified buyers, right? 5,200. right? I didn't spend a single penny to be able to generate 5,200 leads. Now, what would it mean for you if you knew that strategy and how to implement it for your business, whatever your business is? And keep in mind, it doesn't matter what you're marketing. Heck, we've got a realtor that went through Millionaire Mentoring, and her first year, she made it like an extra 120 grand in real estate commissions. So it's really not about any type of business. It's just about being an entrepreneur and really understanding an entrepreneurial mindset. We're also going to teach you how to recruit new reps into any business in 6 to 45 minutes. Now, when people hear me say that, they actually don't even believe it until they actually see me do it live. And then they're literally, their jaws on the ground, and they can't even believe what they just witnessed, especially when I never talk about any company, any products, any comp plan, any patents, any trademarks, any track record of management team, but they see people pull out anywhere from 1,400 to 10 grand, and they're completely mystified that it actually happened, and they've watched it because I do it live. We're also going to teach you how to get explosive team duplication and incoming inquiries by mastering attraction marketing. Now, how exactly are we going to do that? Well, real simple. We're going to go live with you. We're going to actually have a live and interactive Super Sunday where you get to interact with us as millionaire mentors. And for the first 100 people that take action tonight to purchase the G1000 product, we're going to give you 3 hours of live millionaire mentoring. It's going to be held on Sunday, May 20th at 11 a.m. Pacific. And guys, this is a $3,000 bonus that we're going to give you for the people that are really, truly serious about changing their life. Okay. I can tell you that if you're coachable, you can literally walk away from your job in 30 to 90 days. And I'm not saying that from, like hype. I'm saying that to you from documentation, because I believe that documentation beats conversation. If we can show those type of testimonials and stories, like you're going to hear from Charlene Savage today, her first month, she made $18,000, right? From a complete flat start, never had any success before in an online marketing situation, and right from nothing to first month making 18 grand. So that's what is possible. Now, this is really what's going to kind of guarantee your liftoff, because this is an opportunity to interact with us personally as mentors and get all your questions answered out of the way. It's live and interactive on a Zoom broadcast. So it's not a recording. You're actually speaking directly to myself and my business partner. Now, as an additional bonus, guys, okay, this is really, and I believe this is really where people are going to start into multiple 6 figures and get into 7 figures. We are launching our Black Ops Live Millionaire Mentoring, and you will actually get grandfathered for the first year into our $2,000 yearly Black Ops Live Millionaire Mentoring when we launch it. And it's over $96,000 in yearly millionaire mentoring. And that's no joke. We don't make those prices up. If you actually go to my website at darrenlittle.com and you click on mentoring and coaching, you will see that people really pay $1,000 an hour to be able to fast track their success in this industry by learning everything that we do. And they do pay that, just so you know. It's $1,000 an hour. So it's not prices that we make up. Now, this is a program that when we do roll it out, it will be another income stream for you. It will pay 50% commissions and will also pay monthly residual income. So the monthly fees will still apply to that because you're going to be making money off of that as an income stream, and it will provide you with monthly residual income. So as an example, with that particular program, if you had a little tiny team of only 200 people, it would pay you $200,000 a year plus 20 grand a month. So if you're a realtor, mortgage broker, insurance agent, automotive industry, guys, those aren't big numbers, just so you know, to make that type of an income. So that's going to be thrown in as well as a bonus if you take action tonight and you get involved. Now, what is it going to cost, right? You're not going to have to spend 100 grand here, guys. You not even have to spend 50 grand or 25 or 10,000 or even 5,000 or even 2,500 bucks. Okay. For the first 100 people that take action tonight, we're going to let you get into this training where you can start popping 100, 250, 500, and $1,000 commissions daily, sometimes multiple times per day, every day of the week for only $1,349. Okay. And guys, I will tell you that if you just show up and you're just coachable, that you will literally never, ever have to worry about money again for the rest of your life. You can literally make money on demand, that anywhere that you have a laptop computer and a Wi-Fi connection, that you can make money from anywhere. Now, I'm going to tell you the story what happened for me in February, because I went away for 2 weeks vacation to Maui. And there were days when I was sitting by the pool getting a suntan where I did $9,000 in sales. There was days where I was golfing with my parents where I did $6,000 in sales, right? And you're going to learn all those strategies on how to actually make money while you're sleeping. So during the month that I was away on vacation, I still had a $50,000 month, right? That is the power of this. So throw your hat over the wall, guys. Trust me when I tell you that this is next level training. This is real millionaire mentoring. And I can tell you that once you learn these strategies, you will see your name rise to the top of the leaderboards in record time. Now, I did also promise you a copy of my training manual. If you go to mlmsuperhero.com, and you can get a copy of that.